What's up, my YouTube family? It's your favorite broker and host, Wayne Chappelle, and I'm back with another video today. This video I am titling Watch, Listen, and Learn. And I'm saying that, not just that you're watching, listening, and learning from my videos, but the real purpose that I'm saying this and why I titled this video this way is because are you watching your market, right? Whatever market that you're in, whatever real estate market that you currently do business in, are you watching that market, right? Are you listening to that market? Are you listening to what's going on with the consumers in that market, right? And are you, number three, are you learning from what's going on in your market, right? So watch, listen, and learn. That's the title of this video. Before I get too deep into this topic, let me go ahead and get some housekeeping out of the way for those who don't know me and haven't seen any of my videos up to this point. So to all my new people that are on the video, watching this video and on my channel today, my name is Wayne Chappelle. I am a licensed real estate broker based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a multi-state broker, meaning that I'm licensed in 4 states throughout the Southeast. That's North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. I've been in the real estate business, in the real estate industry for over 13 years now. I have over $250 million in sales volume, and I have over 1,000 transactions successfully closed. And the reason that I'm here on YouTube is to provide value to you guys out there. That is my main reason why I'm taking advantage of this YouTube platform. Like I said, I can sit down one-on-one with the agents in my local community. I can mentor, I can train, and I can coach folks based in my local community. But I realize that I can expand my reach to a lot of other people that need assistance and need help to tackle the tough problems and situations that we're dealing in today's real estate industry. And I mentioned this in my previous videos about the real estate dropout. There are a lot of real estate professionals leaving the industry in droves due to the fact that they can't become successful or reach a place of sustainability and success with their current business. So for whatever reason, most of that being the case that I just mentioned, is why there's a high dropout rate, there's a high failure rate, there's a high turnover rate in the real estate industry. I identified that as a need, and like I said, I have identified that as a need, and this is the reason that I've decided to shift my focus and my business from the average consumer, client and customer that's trying to buy or sell real estate, to internally within the industry to help my fellow brokers and agents and realtors who are struggling in the business. So that's why I'm here. I'm on YouTube to spread my reach and to spread my knowledge that I have, and to engage with you guys and get you guys to provide me some feedback and comments below so that we can build out this platform. So with that being said, with the topic of today called watch, listen, and learn, right? And how I came up with this, I was thinking about my grandfather, my late grandfather, rest his soul. He was a wise man, but he was a very quiet man, right? And one thing I picked up from him at a young age and observing him is that he was very quiet, but he was always watching, he was always listening, and he was always learning. And specifically, he was always learning from other people's mistakes so that he wouldn't go out and make the same mistake they did. So he was a very observant person and a very wise person that had a major influence on my life. So I just happened to be thinking about him and thinking about things in my business and how I would do things. And I said, how would my grandfather approach this, right? So that's how I came up with the topic of today's video, called Watch, Listen, and Learn. And my grandmother too used to always say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? You should always be listening versus trying to talk over somebody or, be the first one to get your point of view across, right? So, while we dial into the video here, and the message that I'm trying to get across to you guys is, like I mentioned in the intro, is are you watching the industry right now? Do you see what's going on, right? When you look at the real estate industry, there's a lot of things going on, and it seems like there's something new happening every day in the industry. Whether you're in the Southeast like me, or you're in the Northeast, you're in the Central, you're in the West, changes are being impacted in the real estate industry pretty much across the board, right? So as you're watching what's going on, are you formulating, while you're looking at all these changes going on, what's going through your mind? I guess that is my question, because I always ask a lot of people that I'm mentoring, because they come to me. It used to be in the past that, hey, I can't get no business. I got this agent, he's a senior agent, he's a top producer or she's a top producer. And, how am I going to compete with them, right? So you're looking at what your competition is doing, but at the same time, you're not really looking at your value proposition in your unique way, how you can, get into the real estate market. But in regards to what's going on today and, in the industry, me personally, I could tell you from my point of view, I'm doing a lot of watching, seeing what's going on. But what's going on in my mind is, how can I position myself, right? As I'm watching these changes going on in the market and in the industry, how can I position myself to best provide value? And like I said in previous videos, about being the nucleus, the center of it all, right? The center of what's going on. So as you're watching what's going on in the industry, you should be formulating or coming up with a plan of how to, if you find yourself out of the center, right? You're not here in the center of what's going on, meaning that, you're missing transactions. They're happening all around you, and you're not getting your sufficient amount of business out of this vast real estate community, right? And you're not at the center, right? So you're either shifted off to the side, outside of the nucleus, right? So you need to be in the center of what's going on. You need to be the nucleus of what's going on so that you can, make business, be successful in business, whether it's real estate or pretty much anything that you're doing in business. You need to become the nucleus, the center of what's going on in your industry. So as you're watching what's going on, are you listening, right? You got 2 ears. Are you listening to what's going on? Because when you watch and listen to what's going on in the industry, what is the consumer demand, right? Consumers now, are looking at different ways of doing real estate transactions, right? They're doing stuff online and all kinds of different things that have come into the real estate industry that consumers are gravitating to, right? So that's what I mean by watching and listening. As you're watching and listening and formulating your plan, which you should be, rather than sitting on the sidelines, saying, oh man, this is, so bad. I can't believe this is happening. How can I stop this? And I mentioned before on my previous videos that, it's hard to stop a train, right? Once that train has gained momentum and it's left the station and it's gained momentum, it's hard to stop a train, right? It takes, a mile, several miles for a train to be able to stop once it's at full speed. So it's hard to stop a train. So as you're watching and listening, to the industry, what are you learning from it, right? Like I said, this video is about watch, listen, and learn. Those 3 components. You're watching the industry or watching people in other business within the industry. You're listening to what's going on with the consumers and your clients and your customers. What are you learning from that, right? What is the learn, or the key takeaway or takeaways that you're getting from what's going on in the industry? Because as you watch, listen, and learn, you're able to create value, not just for yourself and for your business, but you're able to create value for your customer, your client, and the consumer that can become your potential client or customer down the road. So I implore you guys to think about that, right? And to actually do it. Watch, listen, and learn. Those three components right there. If you look at that and you become observant and aware of your surroundings within the industry, you'll be able to know and formulate a plan of how to approach things, right? And like I said with my grandfather, you watch, you listen, and hopefully you learn from other people's mistakes, because as you're looking at what's going on in the industry, there's a lot of people that have made mistakes, or they buried their head in the sand and they didn't formulate a plan of business to go out and get business. So hopefully you're learning from that as well. So there's the positive things that you can learn from, and there's the negative things that you shouldn't be doing that you should be learning from. And there's some things that people are not doing that creates tremendous opportunity for you not to follow the crowd, but to come up with your own action plan, right? From just watching, listening, and learning to what's going on in your real estate market, in your market in general, if you're just in business, to help you figure out how to tackle, a need or, something that has not been fulfilled. So that's what I like to do in my business. I hope you guys are watching, listening, and learning from this video. I try not to keep this long-winded, but, up to this point, I told you what you see is what you get. I hit the record button on my phone, and I just start recording, right? This is raw, uncut video, and it's not edited. So with that, there you have it. Watch, listen, and learn. That's my key advice to you guys, and action items that you guys can take away from this video is to go out, watch, listen, and learn what's going on in your marketplace, in your industry, whatever business you're in, and come up with a way to provide values and solutions based on what you gathered. So with that being said, if you watch my video up to this point, I feel truly blessed that you're still here with me and you stuck it out, through the long haul on this one. As always, I need your comments and feedback below so I can tailor this channel to what you guys feel that you need, and what you guys are struggling with in your business. So with that being said, please like, please subscribe, and as always, I'd like to end this video by saying, have a blessed day, go out there and make it happen, and I will see you guys on the next video.